Hello, today you will be learning how to create a Google site. So first you'll need to go to your Drive, then you'll say New, More, Google Sites. Pretty simple way to start. Once you get there, you're going to get this blank web page, and it really is pretty simple to create a Google site from here. Once you're there, you can give your page title right away, according to the topic that's been assigned to you. And you can also change an image or change the header type. So when you are in here, you can find images that you want to upload, or you can select an image that's already been created by Google. Therefore, it's going to fit. Okay, so when you find one that you think fits the topics that you are expected to present upon, put that there. You can also change your header type to be a cover, or a large banner, a small banner, or title only. So that is your choice on what you want your website to look like when people show up. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Before you go any further though, once you have this, the first thing you really should be doing is share with others. So if you are working in a group, of course you need to add their emails here. And then obviously you also need to make sure that you share it with C. McMullen at hclc.info and C. McMullen at hclsindy.com. I actually really only need you to share it with one version of me, but if you do it with both, we're doubly sure I'll get it. Okay, and so make sure you share it with me. Can edit, make sure it's set to that. I don't need editing rights, but your group mates, of course, do, because we want everybody being able to work on this at the same time if you're working in a group. Also, please note over here that you can change the layout of your page. So if you don't like the layout that's currently there, you can try different ones and mess around with it and see what you like. And if you are working in a group, you can agree upon a layout, because of course it's really important that you and your group mates are working together to create a strong website. Now please notice, every time I put a layout, it put in a separate section. So that's kind of nice. So we could have text and a picture, pictures with text below it, so you can use a lot of the pre-made layouts. And if you're like, oh, I didn't mean to put in 37 layouts, it's really simple to delete a section. Okay, so the layouts are just nice little templates that make it easy. Now, if you are somebody who likes to create from scratch, no big deal. That's super easy to do as well. You can click on text box, and ta-da, you've got your text box there, and you can make it as big or small as you want. You can come to the paint palette and you can choose which kind of background you want. You can have a background image. You could give it an emphasis color. If you want your emphasis color to be different, you can change that as well. And so there's lots of options there. And so with your text, you can change your text options, and there are things you can do there. So we want the website to speak your language so it looks the way that you want. So you can insert text boxes, you can insert images, you can upload them or select again from what you already have. And so when you say select, you can come from your URL. So if you found one on the internet and you said copy image URL, that's what you'd put here. You can search it from Google. Remember, this search means that these images are free. They're not copyrighted, so that means you're allowed to use them. So that's a good place to go. Your albums, if you've got albums that you want to use, and then recent. So there's lots of options as far as that goes. You can also upload anything from your Drive, which is super helpful. So if you create a data table and a graph in your Drive, then you can just choose that from here, and it will insert into your website. What's really great is if you update that data table, it will update here. So that's awesome. And then of course there's the embed feature. So if you're creating something from an outside source, even if it's not Google, you can embed it with its URL here, and it can go in, which is what you've done in the past if you've put a GIF or a meme on our websites. So, ta-da, that's the gist of creating a page. Now, there are some more things that you need to do, however, because it turns out one screen on a page isn't usually enough. And so we want to make sure that we have all the things that we need. Also notice, there are other things down here you can include, like table of contents, button, divider, YouTube, calendar, map, which may come in handy 7th grade, docs, slides, sheets, forms, charts. Again, sheets, forms, charts, that may come in handy 8th grade. So make sure that you are aware of what's there. So this is currently our home page. And currently our theme is right here. You can change your theme color very simply. And if you don't like what they keep doing, you can choose your color from there. Okay, so if you also don't like the way that it's set up, notice there's a bunch of theme versions you can choose. So that's really convenient. Now, the last thing you really need to know to do is how to add tabs, because that way you can have lots of different subtopics and give us all the different information. So in order to add tabs, you simply go to the pages right here, and then you say add. So this is my home page, right? So do I want a new link or a new page? And in this case, I want a new page. And so let's say that I want social studies connections. Okay, so ta-da, now I have that as a tab. Notice I can go from back to home. I can go to Social Studies Connections. Now it's here. If I wanted to add another one, and this new page is now going to be called Glacial Melt. Okay, so now I'm going to add that, and ta-da, my tab is there. What's great about this is if you're working in a group, each group member can be working on their own tab and not messing with one another's things, which is fantastic. Please note that it does bold whatever tab you are on, and your titles all match, so that's a good thing. We want our page to have a flow. We want it to look similar to one another. If, again, you're working in a group, you might want to also make sure that your layout follows a similar theme with one another so that your page looks like it agrees together. Those are really the things you need to know how to do. You're going to be creating your page, researching, and inserting the information that you need. So good luck, have fun, and I cannot wait to see what amazing things you create.